Hi Gemini, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This is your bi-weekly reading, Gemini, from the dates of the 11th to the 25th of July. And I'm going to start off with 3 cards for the first week, the 11th to the 18th, and then the 3 cards below that are going to be for the second week, the 19th to the 25th, okay? I've prepared for your reading, obviously. I've done my meditation and yeah, I'm really excited to do these actually. I feel like it's good vibes, it's good energy, okay? So let's have a look. They're ready. They were ready but when I started shuffling, to be honest. So your first card that we've got is the Hierophant. The second card is the King of Swords. And the third card is a Page of Wands, okay? That's for the energies of this week, the 11th to the 17th, and the following week we've got these 3 energies here. Now I keep them face down, not to sort of for suspense, just so that I don't get distracted, because I get distracted by the energies that come through. Okay, I feel like I've got a message for it. I mean, I'm recording this on the day before, on the 10th. It's the 10th today, but this wants to come out. So this is the card that wants to come out for you today, which is the Ace of Swords. There's a message here about being decisive and being clear today. Some of you could be experiencing this type of energy. Okay, can you just make sure that you can see that card? Okay, so some of you could be, what day does it say? Tuesday. Some of you could have had a conversation or been having a conversation, or it's different than that. It's this is about your mental clarity actually, and it's about you having a mental breakthrough and you being really clear and finally about what it is you're thinking and feeling. It's as if this realization is occurring today on the 10th. These aren't going to go out till the 11th because of the effort of uploading them. It takes a long time, a good 12 hours. But yeah, you're going to move. Some of you might be actually gaining some mental clarity today on Tuesday, or yesterday for you when you see it, on the Tuesday the 10th, and it's like you want to make a change. Or let me just quickly clarify that card. This one wanted to just jump out, and it's like a message for someone specific, or for a really specific. It feels like this is happening now on the 10th. Feels like it's happening now. That's funny, isn't it? The Queen of Swords just popping out. It's like you're making a decision about something, or I just said decision, and this card came out, the Lovers card. You know, it's as if some of you are making a decision today about something. It doesn't have to be, obviously the Lovers card is about decision, is about a commitment to something and about making a decision. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be for some people, but it feels more like it's work related, to be honest. Anyway, let's have a look at the first set of cards then that have come out. I'm going to try and keep this video to about 15 minutes. The first card that we've got here is the Hierophant card. This is Taurus's energy, but this is a card related to traditions, and it's related to observing traditions and following traditions. There's also an element of this because obviously the Hierophant used to be called the Pope in the tarot deck many years ago, and it's as if it's about understanding the traditions and understanding where those traditions come from. Now, there's something about people, sometimes it's about going against this, but not in this instance. It's about wanting to stand up for your traditions or the things that you feel are traditional to you. This week there could be some tussles with work. It's not about necessarily leaving a job. It's more about you're being challenged this week at work. You're being challenged this week, whether for some of you it might be staying or going. For some of you it might be, do I leave this job or not? You know, we do have the Page of Wands here. Now, Wand energy is our life force, Wand energy is our life force, okay? It's the thing that moves us, it's the things that motivates us, it's that type of energy, it's fire energy, it's related to the signs of Aries, Leo and Sag. it's also an energy, though, of enterprise. It's an energy of being motivated to start your own business, or to make a commitment to something that is new, but that really fires you up, and that really appeals to you, who you are as an individual. And it's about being truthful and honest about that. Now, it's as if there's like confusion and cloudiness around a decision this week related to work, or it could be related to marriage for some people, because we do have the Lovers card there and the straight talking, and the Ace of Swords. So it could be related to marriage, but for some of you, it is actually related to work, and it's related to going toward the things that you want. We've got the King of Swords here. The King of Swords, let me just check you can see that. Yeah. The King of Swords is an energy, again, of being truthful and being a master communicator. You know, we're taking the emotions out of it with the King of Swords, and we're taking the emotions out of it as the King of Swords, and we are delivering our truth. That's what we're doing. We're delivering our truth. That's what you're doing, Gemini. I mean, this is your energy, actually. This is her energy, as is the Ace of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is your energy, Gemini. So there's a real... It feels like for some of you, there's a commitment this week about wanting to become your own boss, strike out on your own, do your own thing. And I suppose that could relate to relationships as well. It could relate to, I'm in a relationship and I don't want to be in a relationship. There's a real clarity of thought that comes to you this week, Gemini. And it could be related to, as I said, the work that you do, the work that you've been doing, and you really wanting to strike out on your own. You know, the Page of Wands energy is a message. You know, pages are messages. Think about what the page used to do in the court, in the royal court. I mean, pages, I'm sure, still exist in weddings, page boys and page girls. You know, pages are about helpers. They help us. They help you. They help the king and the queen. That's what pages do. And it's as if there's someone helping you this week, or the energy of help is around you, this energy of motivation, or this energy of feeling fired up and feeling connected to your sacral chakra and your solar plexus, feeling energized and motivated to do what is truly an expression of who you are, Gemini. That's what this week's about for you. It's about... There's confusion though, and that's the thing. I mean, there shouldn't be confusion. We've got the Ace of... Maybe you've been confused, but you're coming out as your own energy with the King of Swords. Let me just clarify this King of Swords. There's something that wants to be clarified. There's a lot of messages coming through, actually. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So to clarify the King of Swords, we get the Queen of Pentacles here. So, you know, this could be, as I said, wanting to nurture your own business, wanting to nurture a new relationship, wanting a new beginning. It's about manifesting, though, the Pentacle energy. And it's about being in charge of being able to manifest. It's about being focused on your Pentacle, whatever that is, whether it be, I want a child. Can you see that? You know, it's about being focused on your own Pentacle. You know, 111s, you know, we've got new beginnings, we've got new starts. So there is this element, actually, this week, for some of you, of realising where you want to put your energy and really wholeheartedly putting your energy into that, okay? Let's have a look at the energies for the following week, which is the 19th to the 25th, okay? So we've got the Hermit, we've got the World, and we've also got the Two of Pentacles. So I'm not surprised, actually. I'm going to come to the Two of Pentacles first of all. The Two of Pentacles energy is, just so you can see that a bit closer, you know, even though this is earth energy, again related to things that we can manifest, making decisions about the things that we want to manifest, a relationship, being single, being in a relationship, working for a company, or striking out on my own, working in this job, or whatever. You know, we've got two options here. You know, next week you're going to be weighing things up, but you are having a new beginning actually next week, because we do have the World card and the Hermit card here. I always relate this card, even though it's earth energy, it's related to the signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it's related to work, it's related to money and finances. I always relate the Two of Pentacles specifically though to Pisces energy, because of the water in the background, and because it actually reminds me specifically of an individual Pisces that I actually know. But the reason the energy of it is it's about making a decision, a practical decision, but one that contains that you're emotionally tied to. And that's sort of a theme that's emphasised here with the Lovers card as well. It's about having an emotional tie to something. So you might be, as I said, in a marriage, and to think about leaving that marriage or that relationship or that commitment is actually quite emotional, but you have to weigh up practically what it is you want. Similarly, if it comes to work, when it's work and finances, when it's working by yourself and in an enterprise, a new business that you want to found, etc., or staying where you are in your world of work, it's as if there's a lot of emotion attached to that. So if you are making that decision, you may have been working for the company or doing, you might have been a teacher for many years and then deciding to leave that profession and move somewhere else, strike out on your own. So there's going to be emotion involved in that decision next week. But the universe is saying this is where we get to. We get to a new world with this card, Gemini. This is about, when we see the world card, I'm happy, but I'm sort of, I feel for you when we see the world card. Another card wants to come out to clarify the world card, even though I've not talked about it. I always think of the death card. The death always comes before the world. So that means there's an ending and there's a new beginning, a transformed new beginning. It's a okay. It's a transformed new beginning. Oh, there's too many there to talk about that fell out. But it's a new beginning with the world card, and it's as if you're stepping through the threshold next week, or you are considering doing that. But there's been a lot of heaviness and a lot of soul searching, i.e. the Hermit card, to get to this decision. You will have experienced a lot, actually, Geminis, in order to get to this point, to be the world. Let's have a look at this. There we go. This is to clarify the world card. We've got the High Priestess here, Gemini. Okay, to clarify the world card. And we've also got the Six of Pentacles. So it's as if, you're wanting a new start. You're wanting a new beginning. And it's about going with your intuition. It's about the energy, the cycles that we're in now. Read the description below about the astrology in July and the energies in July and the impact of the retrogrades and what that means for us, the type of things that we'll all be experiencing. It's as if we're sort of, we're going backwards. We're thinking backwards to the things that we're passionate about, the things that motivate us, the things that we want to move towards. And it's as if we're not going to forget those things anymore. You will do some soul searching next week, or you have already done some soul searching next week, to get to the world card, to get to this new beginning. But it's good. There's going to be balance for you, whether it's work or relationships. For some of you, it is a marriage. Some of you want to end a marriage, want to end a commitment, and want to move forward. It could be that you've been living in a heterosexual marriage, man and woman, and then actually though you are you're homosexual. You want to be with a woman. You're a woman and you want to be with a woman, or a man wants to be with a man. It's like there's going to be a huge change for you. That's kind of what the world card suggests. If you have been a teacher, for example, for many, many years, the soul searching that you do, with the Hermit card, it's about the energy of realizing that we are stuck, realizing that we are that there's something else within us that we want to move towards. It's about understanding the restrictions that you face. It's about understanding the burden, really, of the commitments that you feel, and that's how you feel about certain things in your life this week, that they are burdens in a way. I'm just going to quickly clarify this Hermit card. When we see, there's definitely going to be a change. And for some of you, it's going to be in a marriage. It's going to be in a committed relationship in a marriage. But for others of you, for many of you, it's going to be with work. But when we see the Tower card, we must celebrate people. Gemini, this is a card of celebration, the Tower card, because it means that the things that we are going to be moving towards are for our highest good, and the things that are leaving our lives or being destroyed because of the Tower energy, or the things that we're moving away from are not serving our highest purpose. Okay, I would say to you, read the description below, because it explains the energetic influences of the of astrology in July, of the eclipses, of the retrogrades. And this is really positive. This is you being, as I said, receiving your karma. This is a positive reading for you, Gemini. So I hope you've enjoyed that reading. I'm trying to keep them to about 15 minutes. If you haven't already, I'll tag on your love reading, your July love reading. I'll tag that on at the end of this video. Just click on that, read the description below and subscribe. And please like and comment and let me know how this resonates. And I'll see you next week for your additional love reading for July. Okay, Gemini, thank you very much. Take care. Bye.